Okay, see, what is UI design? Hmm? See, UI design means user interface design. You just type UI design in. See, designing for mobile apps. Hmm? There was a time when UI designers are considered as the designers of websites. Even today, those who design websites are also called UI designers. But nowadays, mobile apps are more popular compared to websites. Okay, so today everybody is downloading some mobile app. We have many mobile apps such as Zomato, Uber, Ola, and
Swiggy,
Swiggy, and Amazon. Okay,
Rapido.
Rapido, Facebook. So many mobile apps are there. So so we are actually we are using mobile apps more than websites. See, some 10 to 15 years back, okay, everybody used to do everybody used to check websites only. Okay, everybody used to open a website. Even now today also websites are popular. It's not that website popularity has come down, but because most of us are now having smartphones, we generally we generally download some mobile app and try to do the transaction. See, we have Amazon website as well as Amazon mobile app. Okay, so you can also do purchasing from Amazon mobile app. So even if you want to do some transactions, you can use Google Pay or Phone Pay. That is also a mobile app. So so many we do lot of work with the mobile apps. So that is why whoever designs a mobile app is now called UI designer. UI means user interface. Okay, and a UI designer, what he does actually, he designs the screens for mobile apps. Okay, screens means, see, uh, every mobile app has a different screens. Starting we have a login screen, and then see, for example, if you take that Zomato app for example. So what you do first, you go inside that mobile app. There are different sections, categories. You type the food item in that search box, and once you type that food item, you will be taken to another screen. Okay, every screen has different colorings, different what do you call, different patterns, colorings, different layout. So the layout of different screens. So in this app industry, so in this mobile app industry, we don't call screens, actually we call activities. Okay, understand this. Each means, for example, if you are opening a web page, if you are checking a website, what do, you click on each and every link, and you will be redirected to that particular page. So we call web pages. When you are checking websites, we check web pages, and when we are checking the mobile apps, we are actually checking the activities. Are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mobile apps or mobile app screens are called activities. Website pages are called web pages. Means so different web pages, and here different activities. Okay, so the popular technologies that we have for mobile apps are this iOS technology and Android technology.
Android.
Okay, Android developers, or you can say UI developers. Android developers use Java programming, Java, and iOS they use Swift and C sharp or C sharp or C plus. Okay, so we don't have to go to that programming part. We don't need that programming language, everything. What we need is, we need the designing part. So how to design? So the thing is, we have to design a mobile app in an attractive and appealing manner. Our mobile app should have attraction, should have an appeal. So that is the most important thing. Okay, so we are called designers. We are not called developers. Who are developers? Those who write program. Okay, those who write a program or Java program to make an app work. So we don't make an app work. We only design the app. Okay. For example, if you see, you can see this.
సార్ ఏపీటీఎండి కోర్సులా మొత్తం నేర్పిస్తారా సార్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ప్లస్
Say you will know the basic programming of PHP and website related programming, not mobile app programming. Okay, and that is also basics, not the advanced level. See, because programming is a very big subject, it's not a small subject. Okay, if you want to learn advanced programming, you have to join some other institutes. Okay, it's not about so because you people are designers, not developers. We all are designers. We only design website, design things. We don't do the programming. Means, for example, if you have a login button, we give attraction to that login button. Means we apply nice coloring, nice gradient. Okay, all those things we do. We don't do that. If we click the button, we will be taken to some other page, and then this type of functionality will occur when once you click on that button. That we are not going to do. Okay, that is the job of who? That is the job of developers. Our job is only to design, because developers don't know design, designers don't know development. Okay, that is something you should know. Okay, so see here, if you see this mobile app, see here, this mobile app has a background, has some buttons, has some logos. So all these things we have to design, and the most important thing here is we have to take up appropriate sizes we have to take. That is very important here. Okay, right. So now, without wasting any more time, I will start designing a mobile app. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is, see, if we should know the size of a mobile app. See here, always understand one thing here. See here, don't try to start anything without taking the size. Okay, without putting or mentioning the size, you should not start your work. So here we have different sizes. See, everybody can see this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see here.
Yes,
Here we have basic mobile app sizes, and also the tablet sizes. So here, see, these are some of tablet sizes. For example, the 640 and 960. See, what is this 640 into 960? 640 is width, 960 is height, and the units of measurement is pixels. Always understand that pixels is the units of measurement. Okay, we should not take inches here. Inches is for what? When you are designing something for print. Okay, we are not designing anything for print here. We are designing for what? For mobile apps. Okay, so the size we have to take for a mobile app is, so this one. This is a exact size of a mobile phone, smartphone. Okay, 320 width and 480 height. Okay, and other sizes are actually related to tablets. Okay, you know what is a tablet, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let us start the mobile app. Okay, I am going to take a size. So see here, I am going to use the pixels here, and what is the size we have to take? 320 and 480. Okay, and see, we need best resolution also, means best quality. So the best quality is 300 here, 300 resolution. So once you have set the width and height of this, and we will also give some name to our mobile app. So see, I am going to design a food related app. Okay, we will be designing a app related to food. So we will say something called we'll say tomato. Okay, tomato, or we'll say, instead of Zomato, we'll use tomato. Okay, right. So first I have selected this, and see here, we will create a folder here. Okay, so let me create a folder. So let us try to save everything in a folder. Okay, we'll say tomato app. Okay, so like this. Always make it a habit to put all your app related files inside a folder. It will be very easy for you. So some people have a very bad habit of just trying to get the files from different directories or different folders. Okay, it will be a headache for you. Okay, so always keep the relevant files of your app in a particular folder. Make a habit of this. Okay, right? Okay, so once we have saved our file, so now the first task is to create a background for our mobile app. Okay, so how we can create a background for our mobile app? So let us see. So here, see, the most important thing is what type of colors we are using, what type of background we are creating. So all these things are very important, because basically we are designers, we are not developers. Developer does not need what type of design he is doing, means what type of colors or type of attraction he is giving. That is not the job of developer. What developer does, whatever files we give to the developer, he will make use of our files. Okay, and he will integrate with the Java program. Okay, that is the job of developer. But we have to give an attractive output, an attractive design to the developer, right? So now first we will start with the our background. Okay, first thing what we are going to do, we are going to design a background. So let me so because we are designing for this one, see, I have taken this image. See here, I have taken the image of a food. Okay, because it's related to food, so I have taken this image of some dishes, or you can say recipes. So we'll save this one also in our app. Okay, okay, we'll say food image. So it's always important to put all your relevant files inside your folder. If not, it will be a headache. Right, so just drag it. So if you don't know what exactly is the size of this, just you can say Alt Control I, and you can see this is the size. So you have to check it in pixels. See, you have to keep pixels and check. See, 320 width and 480 height. How did I get this dialog box? Alt Control plus I. Right. Okay. So now let me scale it down. So where is Shiva Kumar? He has not come or what? Only 6, huh? Shiva is coming or not coming? Nobody knows?
No, sir.
So somebody told that he will come late.
Message
Tondar Raman Jap Mare, okay? Because already we have started the class. Okay. Right. So once we have done this, see, let us not keep our background like this. So what I will do is I am going to also create a gradient here. Okay. See, just take a new layer, and let us take some nice gradient here. Okay. Let us not take too dark. Let us take a creamish gradient here. Okay, and I will just simply I want only linear one. Okay, I don't want radial. Okay, somebody has come. Okay, Shiva has come. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, very good. So only one person missing. Who is that? Srikant Rao. Srikant Rao is not coming from several classes. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, what is the next thing? So once we have created this one, see the next step is. So what is the next step? See, I am going to give some mask to this. See, I will give a mask, reveal all mask, and then let me use a gradient here. So all of you remember now, we can also use gradient with the mask, black and white gradient. Okay, and then I am going to just simply drag it like this. Okay, just we want something like this. Okay, so we'll keep it like this. Okay, right. So now what we'll do is, see. So once we have done like this, see, I am now what I will do. See, I can just group this. See, always remember one thing. We all have to group things. Okay, and one more thing I want to do, let me reduce the opacity for this one. Okay, so I'm going to keep reduce the opacity, so it is going to be a little bit mild. Okay, like this. So now I'm going to group all these things. So just group all these things, Ctrl G, and then we have to give it a name, background. Okay, and we can also do one more thing here actually. So we can actually select all these three things and see here. Understand this clearly. Select all these things, right click, and then you can convert to smart object. Are you all getting my point? You can convert to smart object. See here.
Yes, sir.
So means it becomes a single file now. Now it looks like a single file. And if you want to edit again, just you have to double click here. See, if you double click here, you will be redirected to a new document. And here you can edit this file and save it and then come back to the original one like this. So understand this. Okay, right. So now once we have created completed the background, okay, now the next thing, see what I am going to do is, see, I am going to design the starting screen. See the starting screen for our mobile app, opening screen. So how do you design the opening screen here? See, this is the reference I am taking. This is my reference. Okay, so based on this reference I will design my mobile app. So what you can see here, you can see the logo of your mobile app. Here you can see the email and password section. Okay, and then here you can see these login and sign up buttons, and you can also see the remember and forgot password. So this is our reference. Okay, based on this difference we are going to design. And one more thing I want to tell you here is, see, organizing layers is very important for a app designer. Okay, so see, after completing your work, the developer will take your files. He will not take your complete PSD file or JPG file. Understand this clearly. A developer will not take your JPG file or PSD file. He will take individual elements. Are you getting my point? He will take individual elements. For example, he will take the background separately. Okay, he will take the background separately. He will take the logo separately. He will take the buttons separately. He will take the text separately. So everything he is going to take separately and integrate into his program. Are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
that is how a developer will work. Will use our files. Okay. He will not make use of our entire file. Okay. He will use individual. He will take individual elements of our file. Right. Now we will start with the logo. We are going to start designing the logo. So how we can design the logo? See here. See here, uh, so here we are going to place our logos, and our logo is related to food, right? Our logo is related to food, so we have to get a we have to design a food related logo. So you can use your pen tool and this what is this, you can use this rectangle tools, pen tool and all these tools and design logos, but I will not recommend
Shapes.
but I will not recommend you to design in Photoshop. Designing logos in Photoshop is not recommended actually, because there are other softwares such as Illustrator and CorelDRAW which are basically used for logo design. Because see, if you design logos in Photoshop, what happens? It becomes blurry, because it will be dependent on quality. It will not be a quality independent work. You should always check the quality of your file or quality of your logo, because the moment you scale that logo, its quality will come down. So that is the problem of designing logos in Photoshop. But if you design logos in Illustrator and CorelDRAW, which are actually quality independent softwares, means vector softwares. The better term for describing those softwares is those softwares are quality independent softwares or vector graphic softwares. So if you design logos in those softwares, the quality will not come down even if you scale. But some of you are not having those softwares in your course. Most of you are VFX students or 3D students. Okay, maybe some of you are going to learn this Illustrator and CorelDRAW software. Okay, but most of you are going to learn VFX and 3D. So what I am going to tell you is, instead of designing logos in Photoshop, there is one website. Always all of you just make a note of this website. So this is flaticon.com. Flaticon.com. Understand this? Flaticon.com. So in this website we can get number of free logos. We can get plenty of free logos. Okay, you don't have to design them. Okay, but if you want to design the logo, you can actually do it in Illustrator and CorelDRAW. Okay, and check here we can find PNG, SVG, EPS, PSDC, even we can get even Photoshop files also. But we are interested in SVG. So what is SVG actually? SVG means scalable vector graphics. So because we are designing an app related to food, so I am going to type food here. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
See, we can get now plenty of food related icons in this website, Flaticon. And some of them are free, some of them you have to buy. If you have money, you can buy. Okay, but we are going to download a free ones. Okay, so let me check one nice interesting one. Okay, this looks nice. See, I am going to download this. Just simply click on this. Okay, and see, most important thing I want to tell you here. Here you have two options. One is PNG, other is SVG. So which one we have to download? So we have to download this one. SVG means scalable vector graphics. Okay, scalable vector graphics. Scalable means you can scale this icon, and even if you scale, the quality of this file will not come down. Are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So that is the idea of scalable vector graphics. So just click on this button, and would you like to download it without expand? Yes. Let me download this. See, so I have downloaded this. So let me open it in Photoshop. Right? So I downloaded it because it will not lose its quality. Okay, I can design the same thing in Photoshop. It's not a big thing for me. But if I design in Photoshop, I will have to keep on focusing on the quality of my file. See, its quality is very important here because icons are very small. An icon is a very small thing. Okay, so and if that particular icon should fit inside a mobile phone screen. So when a small thing fits inside a mobile phone screen, it should look clear. We should be able to clearly see that small icon. Okay, that is a very big challenge for everybody. So that is the reason why we should always prefer vector graphics. Okay, we should always download vector graphics because vector graphics will not lose their quality. Understand this clearly. Okay, so now I am going to see, let me apply a red color to this. So how we can apply a red color? Anybody can tell?
Yes, sir.
How to apply red color to this? Anyone?
ఫస్ట్ మనం అది సెలెక్ట్ చేసి కలర్ పిక్ చేసుకొని ఆల్ట్ డిలీట్ కొడితే అయిపోతుంది.
Yeah. How to select?
క్విక్ సెలెక్షన్.
Quick selection. Shreyas, can you tell me?
అందులో ఆబ్జెక్ట్ సెలెక్షన్ కానీ మీకు వస్తుంది.
See, simply control and click on the thumbnail. Control and click on the thumbnail. So you are going to get a selection. And once you got a selection, so now let me apply a color. Okay, let us apply a simple gradient color. Okay, like, okay, now see, now what you'll do is, see, I'm going to convert this into a smart object. This is another very important thing, because we don't have to take any chances, because if you try to scale this one again, once again its quality may come down. Okay, normally SVG files are going to be quality independent, but because you brought this file into Photoshop, it might become a blurry, or it might become a rasterized file. So in order to avoid such things, we have to simply right click and convert it into smart object. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Right, so once you have converted it into smart object, now let us drag this file and keep it over here. See, center align this, you can make it smaller if you want. Okay, right. So now what you'll do is here, let me actually put a background also for this. Okay, I'm going to put a background also for this. So how we can put, see, I'm going to select this ellipse tool. See, I think all of you remember this, right? Ellipse tool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, and we can give naming also to this, proper naming. So logo, and see, if you want perfect ellipse, what do you have to do? Simply shift. Right, and then we will give some simple, I'm going to give some reflected gradient. Okay, let me give a reflected gradient to this. So because the logo is red color, we will use green color. Okay, so green and light green, and then I will use a reflected gradient here. Okay, and then we will click on this reverse. Okay, is it clear, all of you? I want
Yes,
something like this, and then we'll do one thing. we'll also give some small this stroke also for this. Okay, we don't want this black stroke. Let's give it a white stroke. See, and also one thing we'll do. So let me actually give a gradient for the stroke. Okay, we are going to give a gradient for the stroke. So how to give gradient for the stroke? Simply click here and then click here. Okay, and we will give a reflected for our this stroke also. Okay, right. So once we are done with this, so what is the next step we have to do? Simply keep it about like this. Okay, and one more thing, let me actually rotate this. Okay, see, I'm rotating the gradient like this. Everybody is able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Right. So now let me arrange it properly, and then right. So now what we'll do is, see, let me actually, I want to see the background also. So what I will do is, I will actually make it a little bit small. Okay. Then let me reduce the opacity also. See, which is now you can see the background also. Okay. Is it clear, all of you? See, we can now see the background also. Right. And then the next thing what we'll do is, see, we want to give name for our mobile app. What is the name? Tomato, right? So we are creating a Tomato mobile app. So I'm just going to type Tomato. Okay. So we can actually make it a little bit small. See how I am reducing the size? Anybody can tell?
Control shift to plus the
Control shift
increase and decrease.
Yeah.
Greater than or less than.
Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do is, see, we can give some this one. You all know this, right? Bob text. Everybody remember
Yes, sir.
Bob text, right? So what I will do,
Yes, sir.
so I will give a arc shape to this. Okay. So we'll keep it minus value. Just keep it like this. Right. And we can give different color to this. Let me make it a little bit. Right. Okay, so we can give different color to this. So let me give it a gradient actually. Okay, and I will use a reflected one also. Okay, for this, and then we'll give some drop shadow also. Okay, so we can give some stroke also, and we'll give a white stroke. Okay, Everybody can see, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can give some. Right. This much is okay. Okay. So now it is done, and we will give some. So we'll give some drop shadow to this logo also. Okay. We can give some stroke also. Right. So we are done with the logo now. And then we can say text. And then what I'll do is, see, I'm just going to create one more group for this. So just select all these three things, Ctrl G, and then we'll give it a name, logo. So we have created a group, and then we will use the same technique what we have done for the background. So just select all these three things, and then what we'll do, right click, convert to smart object. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Convert to smart object, like this. Right. So we have completed our logo. Okay. We have completed our logo. See, you can, if you want, you can select this and see, you can move it like this. Okay. But always make sure that it is center aligned. See, if you don't know whether it is center aligned or not, see, I will tell you one thing. The best way to align it to the center of our document is, see here, just take a rectangular marquee tool, just draw a selection like this. Just draw a selection around your document, and then select this one. What is this? Move tool. Select the move tool, and then see, here we have an option here. See, what is that? Align horizontal centers. Just click on that button. See, now our logo is aligned exactly to the center of our document or center of our mobile app. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So now, once we have completed our logo, now we will move on to the next things. So what are the next things? See. So we will check the reference. See. So see, this is email and password. This is the next second section. That is email and password section. Okay. So how to design this email and password section? And let's keep our logo a little bit up. See, don't try to move it using your mouse. You can use up arrow. Up arrow is the best way, because if you use mouse, what will happen is it may actually change its alignments. Okay, means it will not be center aligned. So we have to keep our mobile app aligned exactly to the center of our document. Right. Okay. So we are going to put our email and password over here. So we are going to first create these. What is this? So these rectangles. Okay, these are actually rounded rectangles. So we will create rounded rectangles. So how to create rounded rectangles? Anybody can tell?
Shapes తీసుకునే path చేస్తారు.
Okay, see here. So here we have a rounded rectangle. So rounded rectangle here, and see here we have radius. If you try to draw, see, you are going to get a rounded rectangle like this. Okay. So we can actually increase the radius here. You can increase the radius and make it more rounded. So it should look like a capsule. See, now it looks like a capsule. Okay. Is it clear, all of you?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's keep it over here. So we can actually make it a little bit smaller, like this. and let me give some coloring, nice gradient coloring to this. Okay, so we can give, see, because the background is yellow, so what is the color opposite to yellow? Anybody can tell? Blue. So color opposite to yellow is blue, so we'll give nice bluish gradient to these things. Okay, so how we can give bluish gradient? So see here, so what you can do, see, just select this, select the shape, go to the fill, and see here we have this gradient option. Okay, so we'll give some nice bluish gradient. Okay, so double click on this. Okay, ह्यूमा आपको समझ में आ रही क्या?
हाँ सर समझ में आ रहा।
ओके, राइट. So just download. See, I have taken these colorings. Okay, and then we will now make them. We will now use a reflected gradient here. See, you can see that silky type. See, you can see the silky type button. Are you able to see? Silky type button we got.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the thing we need actually. Okay, so now what you can do is, so let me also give some light white color outline. So means stroke, white color stroke. Okay, so I think we have not yet given it. Okay, see, it has some white color stroke also, something like this. So the thing is, we have to always give attraction. The attraction is very important here. So now we'll make it little bit smaller. See, why I am making it small? Because I need some space on the left and right side. So why I need a space, you will understand in the end. Okay, in the end you will understand why you need this much space. Now I will take one more duplicate of this, Ctrl J, and use, see, I am using shift and down arrow. See, I am using shift and down arrow to move it like this. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Sir.
Shift and down arrow. Okay, like this. And see, here lot of empty space is there. We'll do one thing actually. We can give some caption. Some caption we can give. So what caption? Anybody can tell me some ideas? What is the caption that we can give?
Feel the food.
What your?
Enjoy your food.
Enjoy your food.
Feel your food and feel your.
Always will say आओ खाओ जी.
Nice one.
Nice one. आओ खाओ जी. Okay, I'll do that. Because it's India, we'll say आओ खाओ जी. So we'll give it something like, say we'll give italic. Let me give it, so which font it is going to be? Something like a italic font, italic and cursive. We need a cursive font. Which one is going to be? So let us see whether we have this monotype cursive. Yeah, here it is there. So everybody should know this monotype cursive. Okay. Okay. You don't need to download it. Mostly it's available in system. Okay, this is a system font only. Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
So like this I have created, and I think which color it should be. Let's give it a reddish color. I think red is nice, or we can use the dark reddish color. Okay, something like this. Right. So we can give some small stroke also. Okay, see, stroke is looking nice, and drop shadow also. Right. Okay. So now once we have given a caption also, so where we have to put the caption, let's keep it inside our logo only. Okay, let's keep the caption inside the logo only. Okay, and here see, we will give proper naming to our this rounded rectangles. So this is top one. Top we'll say top rectangle. Okay, and then here bottom rectangle. See, naming is very important. Okay, okay, so now we have given naming also. Now the next step. So we will next thing what we'll do is, see, we need these icons, email and password icons. Okay, so these icons also we can get from flat icon. See, I will also tell you one more website. So what is that one more website? I will let me open. See, here we have another website. Always all of you make a note of it. So we have this iconfinder.com. See, iconfinder.com. So you can also download icons from this website also. Here also you can get free icons as well as paid icons. If you want to buy icons, you can buy. Okay, let us, what icon we want? Email, right? Or we'll say username. See, we have username. See, we can get a number of username icons. Are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But the only problem here is, see, most of the icons here are paid icons, not free icons. We have to buy. So I think instead of downloading from this website, let me download it directly from, see, only one free icon is there here. See, this is free. Okay, let me download it from flat icon. Let us see what we are going to get. So I am just going to type username. Okay, I think here icons are not so interesting. See, here we have an option free. Just type free. So I think not so interesting here. Okay, let's come back to the iconfinder.com. Okay, so let me download this one. This is free, right? So just download this, and we have to download which one? SVG. Okay, we'll keep SVG here and then we'll download it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then again I will just open it in Photoshop. Okay, now I am going to ask you one question. See, here there is lot of empty space inside this. I want to fill this empty space with red color. So what I can do, anybody can tell? There is empty space, I have to fill with red color. How to do that? Tell me. Shreyas, can you tell? Anjanaya Prasad, can you tell?
చేసి ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేస్తాము సార్.
So what is my question actually? I want to fill the color. See here we have empty color, empty area is there. I want to fill this area with red color.
ఎంటీ దాన్ని సెలెక్షన్ చేసుకొని కలర్
How to select? How to select? Anybody can tell?
సెలెక్షన్ తీసుకొని రివర్స్ చేసి తీసుకోవచ్చు.
Quick selection. See, no need of quick selection or anything here. You can simply use a magic wand. Okay, you can just click. You can shift to select both these areas. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
You can shift to select both these areas with magic wand, and you can get a selection. And the only thing you have to remember is, see, let me actually type apply red color here. See, you can get some white, some light color border here. If I zoom it, see, you can see that some transparent border you are able to see.
Sir.
So we don't want the transparent border. So what we can do? See, I can expand the selection. I can expand the selection and then I can fill the color. So how I can expand the selection? Simply I can go to the select and then I can go to modify and then expand. Okay, we can just simply use 3 here. Let me just expand. 3 is also too much. Let me actually go to modify, expand, and then let's use 1. Okay, and now I will just use alt and backspace like this. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Sir.
And another thing is, I don't want this black color background, so I will remove the black background. So how to remove the black background? Simply just click here
Magic wand.
and then delete. Okay, and let me save it. See, if the power goes again, it will be a headache for us. So let me save it. So Tomato app. See, make it a habit to save your files regularly, because even you will be facing this problem. Suddenly if power goes now, all our work will be gone. Okay, right?
That's what happened yesterday, sir.
Yeah, that is what. So make it a habit to save it regularly. Okay, so what is the next thing? So okay, see, now I have selected this logo. So what you can do is, see, simply I will just give it a stroke here. So very light stroke, and also will give it a light drop shadow. And then the most important thing here is, see, we have to convert this into a smart object. See, always make it a habit to convert it into smart object, because if you don't convert a smart object, and if you keep scaling the logos, they will lose their quality. They will become blurry, and that file will be of no use to the developer. See, if the developer is going to fit our logos in different mobile phones, he will not just use one single size mobile phone. He will also use our logos in tablets also. Are you getting my point? He will not only use our logos in mobile phones, he will use our logos in tablets also. So when he is trying to fit our logo in the tablet, he should not get that blurry edges. If he gets blurry edges, that logo is useless. He doesn't know designing. He doesn't know how to design the logo. We only know how to design the logos. So that is why we should make sure that our logos are crystal clear, they don't lose quality. So what we have to do? Right click, convert to smart object.
Smart.
And now we will just drag this. So what is that? Somebody's sound is, I am getting sound.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. See here. Okay, so I put this icon over here. Okay. And then what is the next thing? See, we'll give some nice transparency to our this one. So how to give transparency? See, we can reduce this flow. Just slightly reduce the flow. Don't reduce it too much. Just keep it around 75. Okay, this 75 is better. So here also. Okay. Is it clear, all of you? Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sure.
So now the next thing is, see, we will get the same thing. We are going to get the password. Okay. Username is there, now password. So, and we'll give it a name, username. Make it a habit to give names. Okay, and then see, we can actually give better naming to this. We will give it a name. Instead of top rectangle, we'll say username rectangle. Okay, this will be better. And for this, password rectangle. Okay, we should be able to understand what is what. Right. So password. So again, I will go to this icon finder, and then I'm going to type password. Okay. So again, what you'll do, just click here, free. Okay. See, we can check. See, there are number of free icons here. Which one we will select? See, I think this is nice. So we'll select this. Simply download the SVG file. So just right click, open with, and then we'll open it in Photoshop. Download SVG only, okay? Don't download a PNG. Okay, and then again we will save it. So what is the next thing we have to do? See, I am going to ask you one question. See how we can actually close this. See, I want to close this area. Anybody can tell how we can close this?
Healing brush, sir.
Huh?
Healing brush.
Healing brush. How? What is healing brush, man? What is healing brush? What is my question actually? So what is my question? Anybody can tell?
Fill up the lock open.
Okay. See, my question is, I want to fill this area. Okay. So how to fill the area? See, one easy method I am going to tell you. See, simply take a rectangular marquee tool. Just create a selection over here. And then we can pick this color. And then Alt and backspace. Okay. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Okay. So now the next thing is, let me give red color to this. So how to give red color? Control and click on this. Just take a red color to this. Alt and backspace. And then we are going to apply some stroke to this. Okay, we'll also apply the drop shadow. Okay, and then what is the end thing? Right click, convert to smart object. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So then we can close it, and then we will just scale it down. We'll make it even smaller. See, always make it a habit to convert to smart object, because it will be a headache for you if you don't convert to smart object. Okay. Right. So once we have adjusted it, again we'll give it a name, password. Okay. So now we got the icons for username and password also. See, again what we'll do is I'm going to group all these things. Okay. So what I will do, Control G, and then we'll say username password block. Okay. And then what I will do is, see, actually even though you have kept the icons properly, see here, I want people to know what is this actually, because some people have to read. Just by looking at an icon, people don't know that this is username and this is password. Okay. So we have to also type the word username and also type the word password. Are you all getting my point? So
Sir.
what I'll do is, here I'm going to type. So we'll use actually we'll come back to the, we'll use times impact, we'll use. Okay. So impact is better. So always make it very small. Okay, don't keep it too big. Center align this. Okay, slightly increase the size. Okay. And one more thing I want to tell you here is, see, instead of keeping it in red color, so what you'll do is, see, I'm going to completely remove the fill color of this text. Are you all getting my point? I'm going to remove the fill color of this. So how to remove the fill color? See here we have an option. So yeah, I'm going to remove the fill color, and what I will do is I'm going to double click and open the
Outer glow step.
and we'll give just outer glow.
Installs the outer glow.
Yeah, outer glow, and whether we can see that. See, can you see? Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
So you can actually slightly reduce down. It should look very mild. Okay, it should not look too dark. Okay, that's it. Once we have done like this, now we will just take a duplicate of this, Control J, and then we will just keep it over here. Okay, and then see, I am moving it by using down arrow. I'm not using it I'm not moving it by using mouse. Okay, so what do you have to do now? Password. Just type password. Okay, and then we'll make it a capitals. Right. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Sir.
Okay, so now just keep these things inside this, like this. Okay, and then we'll do one thing. We'll again select all these things. Okay, all these things, and then we'll right click again and convert to smart object, like this. Okay, if you want to edit individual things, you can double click here and you can edit. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Right. Right. So once we have come till here, right? So what is the next thing we have to do? So next is buttons. So here we have this login and sign up button. So what we'll do is to create the login and sign up buttons. I am going to tell you one more website. I am going to tell you about another website. So what is that another website? See, here we have a website that is freepik.com. Okay, understand this website, all of you. See this website. In this website, you are going to get lot of free resources, graphic designing resources. Especially whoever is into graphic designing, for them this website is a very wonderful website, because you are going to get lot of mock-ups. So what are mock-ups? Mock-ups are ready-made things. Means everything is designed for you. Everything is readily available to you. All you have to do is open that file in Photoshop or other softwares and just modify it according to your requirement. Are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So plenty of graphic designing resources are available. So what I will do is let me type button here. Okay, we want buttons. Okay, so just click on button. See, we can get plenty of buttons. See, button, what are buttons? Actually not the buttons on your shirt. Okay, these are the buttons that you click. See here, plenty of buttons are there, and we can download any one of them. And see, you can get both JPG as well as PSD, but for PSD we have to find it. Okay, PSD buttons we have to find it seriously. I don't know whether we can get interesting ones. So what you'll do is, okay, I am going to download these things. See, these buttons are nice, glossy buttons. Okay, glossy web buttons. Just click on this, and actually see, these files are going to open in a software called Illustrator. There is one software called Illustrator. So you can open these files in Illustrator, but most of you are not having that software. So what I will do is, I am directly going to open the JPG file. Okay, right, because in Illustrator you can directly edit these files, do editing of these files. Okay, are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Right, just
Yes,
simply
sir.
download it. Then I am going to see, we will extract it here. Just simply extract here. Okay, and then now I will just see, this is a JPG file, and this is the Illustrator file. See, this is the Illustrator file. If I double click it, an Illustrator software will open. Okay, so but we don't need that. So directly I am going to open the JPG file. So I am going to open the JPG file directly in Photoshop. Right? Okay. So now what you'll do? I want two files here. I want two buttons here. This one I will use this green and orange. Okay, I will use green and orange. I will use green for, okay, not orange. See, orange color is already in the background. So let us use green and blue. Okay, green for login, blue for sign up. Okay, green for login, blue for sign up. Are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Sir.
how to select these things? See here, simply we will use a marquee tool, and I will just select it. We'll cut this. Okay, Control X cut, Control Shift V. Okay, and then again I want the same blue button also. Control X, Control Shift V, right? Then simply delete this. So now I want to remove this background. So what I can do? I want to remove this white color background.
Magic eraser or magic pen?
We can use magic eraser. Simply use a magic eraser. Okay, so now we have removed this. Okay, so now what is the next thing we have to do? Anybody can tell?
Smart object లో
Yeah,
connect
very good. So we have to convert it into smart object and then move it to the our hand. So how to convert to smart object? Simply right click, convert to smart object, and then simply drag it like this. Okay, simply drag it here. So we can actually scale it down. See, make sure that alignments are proper. Okay, right. Actually, I want it to be a little bit big. Let me keep it a little bit. Okay, and right. Now the next step is we'll do the same thing for this one. Okay, same thing. Right click, convert to smart object, and then what do you have to do? Simply drag it and keep it over here. Let's make it small. So let us try to adjust it properly. Okay, so if you don't know the size of this, so you can actually select this. So you can check here. See, here we have 15% height and 15% width. Let's keep it to round figures. Okay, are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So 15%. So let us also make it 15%. So let us select this. Keep it 15%. Okay. So then we can align it properly. Alignments are very important. See, that pink line will help you in alignments. Okay. See. Okay. So we have aligned it properly. So now what is the next step? So we have to put labels. Okay, we have to put the title on this, right? Okay, so what do you have to do now? So I'm going to just put the login and sign up. So we'll say login. Okay, so we'll give it a white color. So because white will always be an attractive color. Okay, so that is why I'm giving it white. And let's not use the impact. Let us try to use a Calibri. So Calibri font will be nice. Okay, and we'll use Calibri bold. Okay, is it clear, all of you? Let's make it little bit small. Okay, it should not be too big. Let's make it little bit small and align it to the center. Right. Then just take a duplicate of this, Ctrl J. Okay, and then use the shift and right arrow. Shift and right arrow to keep it, and let's keep it over here. Keep it exactly to the middle of this button. Right? Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And we have to give it a name. Sign up. Okay. Right. See, proper alignment is always a good thing. Okay, right. Okay, see, login and sign up. Okay, so now what is the next step? So we have done this, and then we'll also give name to this. So we'll say sign up button. Then for this one we'll say login button. So login button and sign up button. And then what is the next step? So I will just select all these things, all the 4 things, and then we'll put it in a group. So we'll say login, sign up, buttons. Okay, or we will say buttons. And then we will also convert all these 4 things into smart objects. So how we can do that? Right click, convert to smart objects. That's it. Okay, so now we have properly organized the things. See, it is looking neat. That is our idea actually. Okay, we should always make sure that whatever we do, it should look very neat. Okay. The next thing is, see, we are just reaching the end of our app. So see, don't and also one more thing I want to tell you is, don't keep too many empty spaces. If there are too many empty spaces, it looks very ugly. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you. Always make sure that empty spaces are very few. Okay, right. So the next thing is, see, we are going to put that remember me and forgot password. This is the next section. So for remember me, you can actually check here. See, remember me, forgot password. Okay, remember me, forgot password. So how to do that? So we have to first select the. So we will create this tick mark actually. We will create this tick mark. So how we can get the tick mark? So once again we can go to this website. Which one? So here we can just simply type tick mark. No, sorry, not free pick. We'll go to this flat icon. So flat icon and then say tick. Okay, see, we can get the tick marks. We'll just download this one, or we'll download this one. Okay, this looks nice. So you can design it. It's not a very difficult thing, but I will not recommend you to design in Photoshop, because you will not get this much sharp edges. In Photoshop, what happens is we will get pixelated edges. That is a very big headache for us. That is why I will not design these things in Photoshop. See, she is crying. Why she is crying? Anybody can tell?
Subscribe చేసుకోమన్నా
sir.
Oh, subscribe. Okay. Right. So see here. So this is a tick mark again. So I want I want the tick mark to be in which color actually? Okay. See, we want to tick mark inside this kind of box. Okay. So what we'll do is, let's give it a different color actually. Okay. Which color is going to be nice? So we can give some white color. First we will create that box, rectangle. Okay, and then we are going to put this tick mark inside that rectangle. Okay, so how we can create a rectangle? See, simply use the rounded rectangle, and we will reduce the roundness of this rectangle. See, you can see radius. Everybody can see this radius, right? Okay, then make sure that here shape is there. So still it's not getting that. Okay, we'll reduce the radius even further. Okay, see, now it's proper. Okay, but we'll give it which color? White color, right? So we'll give it a white color. And then what we'll do is, Okay, we can keep it black itself. So simply drag, okay, right, and we'll actually make it into a smart object.
Done.
Okay, we'll also convert this to smart object, and before that we'll give some black stroke to this. Okay, I'll give a black stroke. Okay, then we'll convert it into smart object, and what he'll do is he'll select both these things and convert to smart object again. Is it clear, all of you? Is it?
Sir.
Okay, so just you will say tick mark. So don't scale it without converting it to smart object. Okay, that's very important for you. Right. So what is the next step? So we only have one more thing. So actually we have downloaded that password, forgot password, right? So we have already downloaded the forgot password. Okay, password icon. So where is it? See here, I think this is the password icon. Okay, so what you can do is, see, so I will tell you one more way of closing this. So one more way is I will take duplicate of this. Okay, Control T, and I will flip this. See everybody, I am going to flip this, flip horizontal. See, are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now I will just merge these two layers. Okay, and then which color we have to give actually? I think let us give it a red color. Okay, red is better, right? You can use red color.
White is better.
White, so see how we can use white here. See, because this is light color, this is not a dark color here. Light color on light color will not look attractive. One thing you should understand this. Always dark color on light color and light color on dark color. Always remember that. So because this color is a little bit light, if you try to put white colors, it will not look nice. Okay, so we can use some dark colors. So we can use either red or we can use dark green. Okay, let us use dark green color. So let me give it a dark green color. So control and click. Then I am going to simply select a dark greenish color and we'll use alt and backspace. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now what is the next step? Now the next step is control right click, convert to smart object, and then we'll simply drag it here. Okay, if you want you can give some white color stroke. Right, then we'll give it a name, forgot password, forgot icon. Okay, forgot icon you can give. Then I can just simply scale it. So try to align it properly. See, make sure that you align it properly. Okay, alignment is very important here. Okay, so now once we have done this, so what is the next step? Okay, just a minute, please be online. I am going to just come. Hello.
ఇది వైట్ కలర్ ఇట్లా బాగుండదు రా దానికి. క్రియేట్ చేయరా మంచిగా.
All right. Okay. So now we are about to finish. Okay. So just we have to do what is that? Remember me text. Remember me text and
forgot password text also, sir.
yeah. Okay, remember me. So let me use Times New Roman for this. Okay. See what type of fonts you are using, that is also very important. Okay. So we will use Times New Roman bold. Just we can see I'm using the right square okay, right arrow to move. Okay, see, just try to adjust, align it properly, and then we will just take a duplicate of this, and then what is the thing we will do, just keep it over here, and we will say okay. So forgot password, make sure that you align it properly. Okay, forgot password and remember me. Alignments are very, very important. See, check that pink line. That pink line will always help you in alignments. And then we can also right. Okay, now see, let's make these things also smart objects, because if you try to scale them now, what will happen, they might become blurry. So that is why we have to convert these things also into smart objects, and then we can say, we can group all these things, Ctrl G, and we'll give it the name of this group. Okay, remember me, forgot password. Okay, is it clear, all of you? Okay, and then you can actually select all these 4 things and then again convert to smart object, right? Is it clear, all of you? Okay. So just we have one last thing to do, that is, see, here we can put the Facebook and Google login. This area is empty, so we can keep Facebook and Google login. So how to keep Facebook?
Google, Instagram.
Huh?
We can keep Facebook, Google and Instagram also.
So Instagram I think people will not use Instagram login, right?
Yes, sir.
Mostly people use Google and Facebook login. Okay. So I have not seen Instagram login. Okay. So how we can put that Facebook, Google? See here. Let me go to Google. Let me go to this Google. So we can say Facebook, Google login. Let's type it. So okay, let me select this. Okay. I think we'll just keep it in our Tomato app. So now let's open it in Photoshop. Okay. So what is the next thing? See, let us, now we have to again, see, this is an index file, so we have to convert this index file to normal RGB file. So how we can do that? Image mode RGB. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Sir.
Okay. So now what is the next step? So let me remove this background. How to remove the background? Simply
Magic eraser.
magic eraser. Okay, and then again we have to cut these things separately. We have to take this Facebook and Google separately. So cut, Control X cut, Control Shift to V. And then we can give some white color stroke to this, a simple light white stroke. Okay, we can also give drop shadow to this, and we can use the same layer style to this Google also. So anybody can tell how should I put the same layer style to this Google?
Alt button
Yeah, very good, very
clear
good. Okay, very good. Alt and drag this apex to this one. Okay, right. So now we will again convert these two things. Right click, convert to smart object, and then again right click, convert to smart object. Right. And then again, what is the next thing? Just simply drag it. Then we will keep it small actually. So don't keep it too big. Just and check how which, see you can see the sizes here. Okay, 11%. We'll just put the round values here. Okay, 11%, and then we'll do the same thing with Google. So Control T, and then you will just put the value here 11. Okay, so just try to align it properly, right? See here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and see we have almost finished our app. So just we can do some final things. See in some apps what is the thing is you can actually some people actually will put phone call means something like a phone icon, customer care like that. So you can actually put one. Here we have some empty area. See, here we have an empty area. So we can actually do one thing. Let's keep it a little bit over here. So we can actually put one phone icon here. Okay, something like this. Okay, so we can do that. See, let me actually go to the same website. Which one? Flat icon. Okay, so we'll go to the flat icon, and here I am going to type phone. Okay, so we'll get one phone icon here. Okay, so we'll get this. This is looking nice. So simply download the SVG file. So just we'll open it in Photoshop. Okay, so now which color we are going to put?
Pale blue might select.
Pale pale blue color. Okay, light blue. You are saying light blue. Okay. Okay, and we'll do one thing actually. Okay,
Dark blue.
we can, the inside we'll put yellow, and this background we'll put blue. Okay, so we'll do one thing. Just select this, and we'll just increase this one, expand the selection. Okay, and then we'll just use a pure yellow color. Okay, alt and backspace, and we will just inverse the selection. Sorry, not inverse. You just click on this, and then for this, which color we'll give? Light bluish color, right? Or a dark bluish color, this color. Okay, so something like this. And then what is the next step? So we will try to, we can also give gradient inside. Okay, if you want to make it more interesting, you can give gradient. Okay, we'll give a light gradient, actually bluish gradient. So simply we'll use a bluish gradient. just simply drag and okay. So okay, we will stick to the linear gradient only, and then what is the next step? We will give some small stroke, and we will also give some drop shadow to this, and also we will just simply right click and convert to smart object. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then we will save this. So make it okay. So here we have to keep it above everything else, okay, and for these things we have to just say Google login, and then here we'll say Facebook login, okay. So we'll just create a group of this and say Google FB login, like this, and for this we'll say okay, just we'll keep it, and then we'll say phone icon, okay, and then what is the next step? We'll just put the number. So what number we'll put? 100, huh? So what number we'll put?
Funny type order.
So whatever. So see here, we can put two numbers here, okay. Or we can do one thing actually, or we'll stick to one number only. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, okay. We can increase the phone icon size. Keep it center aligned, okay. Okay, and we'll give it a impact. So impact will be nice for this. Okay, so and we'll make it more interesting by just giving it some nice gradients. So we'll give some yellow and I think orange will be nice, but we don't want to give a reflected reflected, but we'll say stroke. Okay, this looks better, but actually we'll change the gradient a little bit. Are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, keep it like this. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So something like this. Right. So see, now we have completed our mobile app. See, now the next thing is, this is the most important thing here. How to give output to this. Okay, just for one last time we will do one thing. So here this is a phone number, phone icon. We'll select both these things, and then we'll say rasterize type. Okay, and then we'll keep it inside a group. Okay, phone. That's it. See, I have properly organized this. So last and final step is, so we how to show it to the developer. See, the developer will take individual things here. Are you all getting my point? The developer will take individual elements. He will not take our complete file. Okay, but we also have to show our final output to the developer. Are you all getting my point? We should also show the final output of our file to the developer. So see how to show. I am going to take a common copy of all the layers. So tell me how to take common copy. How to take a common copy?
Control
Control Alt Shift E. So I have taken a common copy, and then see I will take a template. Okay, see. Let me wait a minute. It's loading. See, I am going to take a mobile phone like this. See, I am going to take a mobile phone template like this. See, this is a mobile phone template. So what I am going to do is, see, I am going to simply drag this one over here. Okay, is it clear, all of you? Just to drag it. Let us adjust it. Okay. Let me also reduce the opacity. See here, you can see where it is. You have to keep it exactly center aligned. Okay, and then what he'll do is, see, I'm going to cut this. So how to cut? See here, just simply okay, we'll okay, just take a marquee tool, and then how to cut? Control X cut, Control Shift to V, and delete this layer. Okay, see here. So we have to show our file in this manner. See here, we should show it inside a mobile phone to the developer. Okay, and then I will save it for the one last time. See here, file, save as. We'll save it in our this one. So I'm going to save it as JPG. Okay, so I will say tomato app. Okay, tomato app layout, or you can say tomato app design. Just still save this. Okay, so now what we'll do is, see, this file we have to see, this file is there now. We have to give these individual, and what the developer is going to do, he will take individual elements. Means he will take the logo separately, he will take the background separately, he will take this Google and FB login separately. Are you all getting my point? Are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, see here, the final output, how you have to show. Let me open it. I think where did we save here? We did not save it here. I saved it there only, na?
Photoshop files. Photoshop images.
Wait a minute, I don't know where. I thought we saved it in this this one, tomato. Okay, let me save it here. Okay, so we'll say what is the name? Tomato app. Okay, we are saving it in. See, the developer will not do anything with the JPG file. The JPG file is of no use for him. Okay, he only makes use of our PSD file, and that too individual elements he will use. But you have to show the final output to the developer in this manner. Are you all getting my point? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now I am going to give you one assignment for the next class, all of you. Okay, and everybody has to complete the assignment. See, the assignment is Savari. Okay, Savari app. So this is like a Uber and Ola. Okay, this is like Ola, Uber and Ola, Savari app. Okay, you have to design opening screen. Okay, opening screen for Savari. Okay, Savari and mobile app. Okay, the name is Savari actually. The name is Savari, and this is related to what? This is like a Uber and Ola. Means you will get cabs, you will get two-wheelers, like Rapido, and you will also get auto rickshaw. Okay, getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
and also see here, you have to design a logo and other things, logo, caption, okay, and other things, whatever you want, you have to add. And it's all about your creativity. Try to use nice colors, nice gradient colors, nice attractive, and it should look like attractive. The most important thing is it should look attractive. Okay, are you all getting my point? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let me take your attendance. Let us see how many of you are there. I think somebody has gone. Huh? Who is that guy who is gone? Shiva, na?
Yes, no.
Yes, no.
Shiva.
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 Shiva is there. Means he when did he left?
Just now, sir.
Just now, sir, when you are saying assignment.
Okay, let me stop.